every single person in my life told me to get rid of him before the baby came. 150 pounds of Cane Corso, the exact breed everyone crosses the street to avoid, under the same roof as a newborn. My own mother said I had lost my mind. My best friend quietly stopped bringing her kids to my house. And the day we carried our daughter through that front door, this so-called dangerous dog did something that made every last one of them go completely silent. His name is Dozer. Solid black, cropped ears, a small white patch on his chest, and a head the size of a dinner plate. I got him 2 years before I ever got pregnant, back when he was the only one who greeted me at the door, the only warm thing in a very quiet apartment. To me, he was 150 pounds of couch potato who genuinely believed he was a lapdog. He climbed his whole body onto my legs and looked personally offended when I couldn't hold him. But nobody else saw that dog. They saw the size, they saw the breed, they saw the jaw. So the moment I found out I was pregnant, the comments started. You have to rehome him. That thing will crush the baby. My aunt sent me articles. By my 3rd trimester, I had heard it so many times, I started to believe them. Hit that subscribe button. The night before we came home from the hospital, I sat on the kitchen floor with Dozer's giant head in my lap and cried because I was terrified I was about to be forced to choose between my dog and my child. He just leaned into me the way he always did, that whole ridiculous weight pressed against my side, like he already understood something I didn't. We brought her home the next afternoon. My husband carried the car seat in first, and I walked in behind him with my heart pounding in my throat, watching Dozer the entire time. This was the exact moment everyone had warned me about. He crossed the room in 3 steps, and I almost lunged to grab him, but he stopped a foot away from that car seat, lowered his massive head down slowly, and did the gentlest thing I have ever watched an animal do. He sniffed her tiny foot once, let out one long breath through his nose, and then lay down on the floor beside her, not touching, just there, guarding. He did not move from that spot for 3 hours. My mother happened to be there that afternoon, half expecting to help me pack his things. She watched the whole thing from the kitchen and didn't say a word. When she finally spoke, all she managed was, okay, I was wrong about him. From that day forward, Dozer had a job and he gave it everything he had. Wherever the baby was, he was. When she napped, he stationed himself in the doorway where he could see her, facing out, chin on his paws, watching. My husband started calling it his post. There was a glass door at the back of our house that looked onto the yard, and if a stranger so much as walked past on the sidewalk, Dozer planted himself in front of it, a black wall between the outside world and the tiny human sleeping down the hall. If she so much as whimpered in another room, he was up and moving before I even heard it, trotting to her door and then looking back at me like, well, are you coming or not? And the gentle giant thing only got funnier as she grew. This 150-pound animal who could knock me flat just by leaning would let a shrieking, giggling toddler climb all over him, pull his ears, and steal snacks right out of his mouth. And he would just sigh like the most patient creature on earth. He still thought he was a lapdog. Now there were 2 humans he tried to sit on, and God forbid either of us went a whole evening without letting him try to squeeze his enormous self into our laps for snuggles. When she started slipping him treats under the table, he acted like she had personally hung the moon. When I said no more treats, the 2 of them exchanged a slow look like partners in crime. In the winter, he'd pull her little sled through the snow in the backyard, gentle as anything, then flop down and let her use him as a pillow. Her first wobbling steps were taken with 2 tiny fistfuls of his fur. Her first real belly laugh was because of him. He was in the background of nearly every photo we took that first year, always angled toward her, always watching. People who met him for the first time still froze in the doorway when they saw his enormous size. Then they'd watch this enormous, terrifying-looking animal belly crawl across the floor just to rest his chin on a toddler's knee and wait to be told he was a good boy. And you could actually see them rearrange everything they thought they knew about the breed right there in real time. But the doubt never fully left me. My mother still made her comments. Part of me still slept with one eye open, still quietly wondered if the day would come that proved every single one of them right. Then one night, it almost did, just not in the way anyone had imagined. She was about 18 months old. Around 3 in the morning, I woke up to Dozer doing something he had never once done in 5 years. He was standing beside my bed, pressing his cold nose hard into my arm, backing away, coming back, whining low in his chest. I told him to lie down. He refused. He grabbed the edge of my blanket in his teeth and actually pulled it off me. That was when I finally got up and followed him, and he went straight to my daughter's room and stopped at her crib. She was burning up. A fever so high she had gone quiet and limp, the kind of terrible silence that doesn't wake a parent, but had somehow dragged that dog out of a dead sleep. We were in the car within minutes. The doctor later told us that a few more hours could have looked very, very different. A febrile seizure, maybe worse. The dog everyone wanted me to get rid of is the reason I got to her in time. I have replayed that night 100 times since. If Dozer had been the animal they all warned me about, he would have slept straight through it. Instead, he broke 5 years of training and dragged me out of a dead sleep because somewhere inside that enormous body, he knew before any of us did. Dozer sat pressed against that front door the entire time we were at the hospital. My husband said he never lay down once, not for a second, until our headlights hit the driveway. She is 4 now, and the two of them are completely inseparable. He still sleeps outside her bedroom door every single night. He still takes up his post in the doorway when she naps. He still throws himself in front of that glass door the instant a stranger passes, and he still believes with his entire heart that 150 pounds of Cane Corso qualifies as a lap dog. Every person who once told me to get rid of him has now watched this dog guard my little girl like she is the most precious thing in the world, because to him, she is. The best friend who stopped bringing her kids over now asks me if Dozer can watch hers. My aunt, the one who mailed me all those articles, keeps a framed photo of him on her refrigerator. Funny how that works. They said he was too big, too dangerous, too much dog to ever trust around a baby. Nobody believed a 150-pound Cane Corso could be that gentle. Then he met his tiny human, and he has spent every single day since proving all of them wrong. Some dogs spend their whole lives paying for a reputation they never earned, and then quietly turn into the best thing that ever happened to the family that almost gave them up. So, tell me, have you ever loved a dog the whole world got wrong?